Pamela Mitchell. I'm the general manager at United Stor-All here in Orlando, Florida. My initial contact was a lot of years ago when we had moved back to Florida from Kentucky. My children and I had 3 children, and at the time when we moved down here, I was coming from a corporate background, um, had the fortunate ability to be able to take a contract that when a company was merging with another company, and was able to move back down here and come out of the corporate world and raise my boys. When we got down here, I still had a home back in Kentucky that hadn't sold yet. Most of my things were still there. We were supposed to have had a home here when we got here, and the deal fell through as we were on our way to Florida. So once we got here, what we thought we had, we didn't have. And to make a long story short, a lot of things just fell out of focus that were supposed to have already been ironed out. And as it turned out, we finally did get a roof over our heads, but that's all that we had was a roof over our heads. Someone from church uh, told me that I needed to speak to a woman that they knew who worked in social service. And as it turned out, she referred me to the mustard seed, and that's when I met Carol. And Carol treated me so special when it came in. Um, she treated my children special while they were tumbling all over her furnishings and her office and rearranging things for her. But she just treated me with such dignity, and she didn't make me feel like I was less than a good person when I came through the doors. The circumstances that I had been through, I didn't think that I could go and ask for help because I didn't fall within the typical help brackets, so to speak. And I had been to other agencies for assistance, but they just kind of looked at me as if to say, you got to be kidding, we don't think so. And she didn't do that. She not only furnished my home, but made me feel like we were actually back on track again. And not only was it a blessing to get the house furnished, literally completely, from living room to bedrooms to you name it, I was able to pass on that blessing to someone else that I met over time who had been in a domestic abuse shelter and was getting back on her feet. And I was able to furnish her home when I was able to get my things back down here once our house sold. So Carol kind of affected 2 families just helping out one. And she did it with such a sweet personality, such a sweet attitude, and she made me feel like I still had my dignity intact. It's amazing. Sometimes people think that um, you have to come from a particular background or you come from a particular environment, or people have a lot of stereotypes about people in need. Things happen every day that can put you in a position that you've never been in before and never have any idea of how to handle. And the mustard seed is able to reach out to people in every predicament. If you think it can't happen to you, just live a little bit longer. Things can happen to anybody.